Family, what it do? It's your girl Tootie Toot, and I am back, Jack. Shout out to the squad, man. Shout out to D.R.I.P Set. I love y'all so much. I can't put into words how much that I love every single last one of you guys. I decided to do a update, a post update, post heart attack. I told you guys that I was going to do this video. A lot of people is like, you know what I'm saying, Toot, what's been going on? How you been feeling? And blah, blah, blah. And I'm going to be honest with you. It has been a very hard road for me. I'm somebody who's been so strong mentally to where it's really hard to frazzle me when it comes down to how I'm affected mentally. This heart attack has took me through changes that I really can't even put into words. I'm not gonna lie. And it's more so not just physically, it's more mental, emotional based than anything. It scared me. When I think about it, even right now, it makes me very emotional because I don't think that people really understand how quick your life can end. Your heart is the nucleus of everything that you got going on. Once that thing stop beating, it's over with. It's wraps. And I think sometimes in life, we do certain things and we're not really being mindful of how we affect certain organs in our body. Our brains, our lungs, our hearts, our kidneys, our liver, and you don't really understand how important it is until situations like this happen. For a lot of people who don't know, I had a heart attack a month ago. It was a normal Friday night. I wasn't even really doing a lot of things. I was watching a movie, and I went to get up to use the bathroom and I felt off. It's a feeling you never want to feel. You know something is wrong when you feel it. It's just something that you never experienced before, so it scares you. When I first had the first feeling, it was just in my chest. It felt just tight, like something was wrong. So the first thing that I naturally did, I'm like, oh, it got to be gas. You know what I'm saying? It got to be gas. So I went to the bathroom. I sat on the toilet. I'm like, let me try to, you know what I'm saying, not trying to TMI, but I'm like, let me try to shit. You feel me? Because what's going on? I sat there, and as I sat there, it just started growing. So I'm a person who deals with anxiety a lot. So I have panic attacks. Ever since my father died, I've been dealing with a lot of panic attacks. So I was like, you know what? Maybe I'm having a panic attack. So usually what I do when I'm dealing with panic attacks is I jump in the shower, try to relax. Sometimes I might turn the light off just to calm down, focus on my breathing, just to let the panic attack pass. You can't fight panic attacks. The more you try to fight it, the more, the more antsy you become. So I've had panic attacks enough to know how to deal with it. So I jumped in the shower trying to deal with it that way. It wasn't working. By the time I got in the shower and I seen that it wasn't working, it made me jump right out. It's like fight or flight. So now I'm calling Bella in the room. I'm like, Bella, something is not right. Naturally, because she's been there when I went through panic attacks, she's automatically thinking that I'm having a panic attack. You know what I'm saying? So she tries to do the things that she always does for me, like just lay down for a minute, calm down. So I tried to do those things. I tried to lay for a second, but it wasn't even 3 minutes to where I'm like, nah, something ain't right. Something is not right. So I jump up again, and now the pain is starting to move. Now it's in my shoulder. Now, as crazy as it may sound, I used to watch Sanford and Son with my grandmother. You know what I mean? And I used to just laugh at Sanford when he used to be like, I'm coming to join you, Elizabeth. You know what I'm saying? And that was the first thing that I thought about. I don't know why I thought about it, but I thought about it because I started grabbing here. Like, what the hell is going on? So I jumps up again. I run outside. I'm trying to get some fresh air. It's one of those antsy type things. I'm trying to shake this. But as I'm trying to move around, it is going down my arm like nobody's business. Now, I have researched a lot when I was doing panic attacks, you know what I mean? Because when you have a panic attack, and I think anybody who's had them before know that sometimes you'll have these tinglings in your hand and things like that, but it was never going down my arm like how it was. You dig? It never had did that before. So you've read it. Even if you did it by mistake, you know that when you have a pain going down your arm, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, something ain't right. It's a heart attack and things like that. So Sally was still here. Sal was here too. We had just came back from Detroit, I think. No, it wasn't even Detroit. We had just came from I think what was we doing? We had just came back from recording videos and things like that. So she was here. So when I come up off the porch, I'm like, call the ambulance. Me saying call an ambulance probably saved my life. And that's just being honest. I'm never the type of person that says call an ambulance. First of all, I'm cheap. And I know that ambulance ride is going to cost you $4,000. And I'm somebody who have to pay out of pocket when I go to the hospital because, you know, YouTube don't provide insurance. So, you know, I usually have to self-pay everything. So, yes, I don't do that. I would usually drive or have somebody drive me. But this was the first time I'm like, call the ambulance because I knew something was very, very wrong. And I'm thinking in my head, like, all right, if I am having a heart attack, I feel more comfortable getting treated on the way to the hospital versus getting in the car and not having no treatment. Very happy that I made that decision. The ambulance came, and when the man came in, my blood pressure was so high to where he thought his machine was broken. Because for me to still be sitting up and talking, he just was like, it would be no way that I could be sitting up and talking with my blood pressure being that high. So he actually took my blood pressure a couple of times, and it was still high. And he's like, yo, this machine got to be broken. Fast forward, we get inside of the ambulance, and the first thing that the lady gives me is nitroglycerin. And I also want to say shout out to this lady, the ambulance lady, because when we got in there, she asked me specifically what hospital I wanted to go to. Now, the man who was there, he wanted to take me to Southern Regional. But for some reason, the lady who his peer didn't want to take me to Southern Regional. She was like, no, not Southern Regional. So the next thing he wanted to do was take me to Grady. And she said, nah, not Grady. We're going to Piedmont. So when he got in the front seat, she said, I'm sorry, I don't want to go to those hospitals, but those hospitals does not have great heart programs. So when she's saying that, I'm thinking to myself, like, why would she even be worrying about my heart? But, you know, at this time, I'm just panicking. Now, she gave me 1 dose of nitroglycerin. My blood pressure still hadn't dropped. It was still very, very high. So after 5 minutes, she gives me another one. Take this, please. I took it. Still wouldn't drop. Still wouldn't do anything. You feel me? By the time she had to give me a third one, she told the man, hey, light this ambulance up. They flew me to the hospital. Now we get to the hospital, and while we're there, you know, I'm asking them. I'm asking everybody around me. I asked Bella, I asked Sally. I'm like, man, I'm about to die. You know, this is what I'm telling people. And I'm thinking that I'm really about to die because I hadn't been doing music in so long, and now I'm dropping music. It was the most that I've ever done when it came down to social work. And I'm thinking like, damn, am I leaving my mark? And I'm about to get ready to get up out of here. So I honestly felt like I was about to die, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even gonna lie to you. So we get to the hospital. Sally and Bella, they follow the ambulance there. I get there, and now I'm in a room, and I'm seeing people who coming into the room, they like panicking, but nobody's really telling me nothing. But I'm listening to the intercoms, and I can hear people in the intercom saying, hey, cardiac. And I'm like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? I know they ain't talking about me. You feel me? But at the same time, when all of this is happening, my chest is still going crazy. You know what I'm saying? I can't even explain it. Now, keep in mind, I done had 3 nitroglycerins at this time. I done had echo test done and everything. So now we got cardiologists, we got team. I ain't never seen so many people in a room, and I never in my life. So Bella and Sally left the room. I didn't know until after the fact that when they left the room, they had already knew that I was in distress. I didn't know at the time. They didn't tell me at the time because I probably would have flipped the fuck out. I probably would have panicked more, but they could not get my shit under control. So the next thing that happened was the cardiologist that was on staff. You know, he came into there and he said, "Hey, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. You're in the middle of having a heart attack." And just him saying that to me, I'm young, you know. Just him saying that to me, like it took me through. I'm like, what the fuck? So now I'm really thinking I'm about to go. Oh, I'm about to die here. You know what I mean? This is it for me. Blasey blah. Texting my sister. I'm trying to get them to text my sister. I don't even think I was texting. I was telling them, please call my sister. Tell them I love them. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling everybody who's there. I'm telling Bella I love her. I'm telling Si I love her. I'm telling everybody I love her because I'm like, I'm about to go. You know what I'm saying? And yeah. But for some reason, God said, this ain't your time. You know what I'm saying? And he had his hands on me. And I'm thankful for it because I was scared. Now, getting to 4 weeks later, it's been a month since I had my heart attack. A lot of people saying, Toot, how are you feeling? This is the most that I've ever concentrated on my health. I went cold turkey all at once. So, of course, I went through a lot of withdrawals. I was smoking cigarettes. I stopped. I was smoking weed. You guys seen it. I stopped. I was drinking probably a lot. You seen it. I stopped. So not only am I dealing with the heart attack, I'm also dealing with the withdrawals from my body. So psychologically and mentally, it started taking a toll on me to where even my body is like, what's going on? I started becoming very lethargic, and then to the point to where it made me scared. Everything scared me. If something didn't feel right, I'm like, I'm about to have another heart attack. If my blood pressure when I take it is at a certain elevation, I'm like, I'm about to have a heart attack. And it scares the fuck out of me. I had one scare 2 weeks after I had my heart attack. We were out and about, and for some reason, I was having chest pains like never before. But here's the thing. I was so scared to say something. I felt like I had already took people through so much shit with the first heart attack. I'm like, bro, I don't even want to say nothing. So I sat there and I was trying to deal with it by myself. And I said, when I get home, I'm going to check my blood pressure. I got nitroglycerin at home to where if my blood pressure is very, very high, I could take one of those to help me a little bit. And it's supposed to stop me from having a secondary heart attack if I ever go into distress again. But I was very scared, you feel me? But I finally got home, took my blood pressure, and it was high as hell. So I had to take a nitroglycerin, but I was happy that at this particular time, I just came back from Detroit from the back to school event. I just came back from there. So again, I had Bella and I had Sally here. So being that they was with me the first time that I had my heart attack, they kind of knew what to do, what to look for the second time around. So I didn't have to go to the hospital. The nitroglycerin kind of brought my levels down, and I was able to be okay. Mentally, scared as fuck, y'all. That is one of the biggest reasons why you haven't really seen me on YouTube, why you haven't really seen me on Twitch. Every time I go to turn this computer on, I get scared. I had just got off of Twitch when I had my heart attack that Friday night. And I just became scared of everything. Even to this day, I'm still dealing with it. If something don't feel right, I'm scared. And I've never had this fear before. Never. So it's something new. It's something that I'm learning to be able to deal with. Spiritually, I don't want to let God down. I've seen so many cases where God give people second chances and they don't take it for granted. Or they take it for granted. And I just don't want to be the type to take it for granted. So I be nervous. Even though I can have wine, I'm scared to drink. I don't even really want to be around smoke. I'm scared. You know what I mean? Like everything fucking scares me. So I think post heart attack, the thing that I fear most will probably be just my fear, the added fear. I be nervous as hell. I do. With everything. And I think once I start tackling that and dealing with that, I think things will get a lot easier. I'm trying to exercise. I'm trying to lose weight. I'm trying to reverse my blood pressure. I want to start there, because my blood pressure being high, or you walking around with high blood pressure, it triggers so much. It triggers you to have strokes. It triggers you to have heart attacks. And here's the thing: us as black people, especially black women, we learn to deal with stress, and we learn to deal with stress at a certain capacity to where we normalize it. And it's not normal, people. It's not normal at all. And people don't understand that when we walk around with that level of stress that we think is normal, that's how we start getting a high blood pressure. And sometimes the blood pressure does not come with symptoms. Shit, when I was working hard, I was thinking that me getting headaches and stuff was just from me not sleeping, because I'm on Twitch all the time. I'm thinking that the dizziness is because I ain't got no sleep. I'm not eating right. I never thought that I was walking around with 175 over 110. And that was the way that I was walking around without even knowing that I was walking around like that. So with your blood pressure right doing that, it's just putting so much strain on your heart. So then when you factor in and not sleeping, and not eating properly, and not exercising properly, it just makes sure your risk factor go up in ways that, you know what I'm saying, it'll be just a moment of seconds before you have to get to the hospital. I had a lot of plaque around my heart, especially at the bottom of my heart. I did not have to have a stent put in. Thank you, God. The vessels and stuff that it was affecting was at the bottom of my heart. So I didn't have to put a stent in my heart. Putting a stent would have made it worse. So now what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to remove all of that plaque through exercise, eating right, keeping my blood pressure. I'm trying to have that gone by the time I go and see my cardiologist again. Does that make me be out of the water? No. I have to make a complete lifestyle change if I want to be here, which I'm going to do. I just don't want to live with the fear no more, and that's just where I'm at. So again, I want to thank everybody in D.R.I.P Set, all of my supporters, my family, because when I got to the back to school event, there were so many people that hugged me. There were so many people that were scared for me. I never really realized how much people really loved me until I got there. And I really was getting squeezed to death by people. Some of the DMs that came, you know what I'm saying? You never really understand how important you are into people until stuff like this happen. And I'm just happy that, you know, I was able to share this situation with you guys, and y'all wasn't hashtagging me. And that's just for real. And that's what I think about. I think that's what scares me the most. Like, damn, I could have been out of here, you know? And one thing I also learned, because I went through a level of depression last year. And the year before, I had 2 years worth of depression before I came into this year, to where I had moments where I never had thought about unaliving myself ever. But I had moments where I thought like that. Like, would I be better off gone? And one thing that I can honestly say that this situation taught me is that I don't want to go nowhere. I want to be here. Not only for myself, but for my loved ones, for my family. It's just important. For y'all, I want to continue to live in my purpose. And I realize my purpose is doing exactly what I did, or what I've been starting off to do. I think the Nasiah case jump started something that I'm very passionate about, something that I always wanted to do, something that I'm going to do, something that I'm going to die doing. And that is helping to rebuild community one video at a time. And that's all that's important to me. I just wanted to give you guys a post update. I am doing a lot better. I'm just trying to get it together mentally. I really am. That's the only thing that I deal with. And other than that, I feel like the road to recovery looks pretty damn good. I'm trying to make sure that I eat clean all the time. I'm very mindful of what I eat. I drink beet juice. I hate beet juice, but I drink it not because I like it, but because it's a necessity for me to keep my blood vessels open and for me to do all of the necessary things that I need to do. You know what I'm saying, or whatever to make my heart work is minimum as possible. You know what I mean? So that's it. I hope you guys were able to get on the same page. I know a lot of people was asking questions and sending DMs. I know that I haven't been able to get to a lot of the DMs, but I seen that these were like mostly a lot of the questions that you guys were asking, so I decided to make a video about it, okay? So I hope that is very informative. I want to say this to y'all, okay? Please listen to y'all bodies. Listen, y'all. Listen to it. I know that sometimes we are people who are proud and we feel like we can self-medicate. We feel like we can do all of these things on our own. Listen to your bodies. If your head is hurting over and over again and you keep taking Tylenol but it keep reoccurring, please go to the doctor. If you're having chest pains and you feel like it's because I'm working or it's these kids and blah, blah, this and this and that, please go to the doctor. If you're getting tingling in your hands and you're getting certain pains that you just know you don't normally have and you keep just trying to deal with it in silence, you know what I'm saying? Please go to the doctor. It could be a matter of life and death for you. I want every single last one of you guys to be here for not only your loved ones. Some of you guys have kids. Some of you guys have spouses. Please listen to me when I'm saying this, okay? Do not be too proud to take your ass to the doctor. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart, y'all. You know what I mean? If something don't feel right, look, it's better to be safe than sorry. It's better to be safe than sorry. Do you not understand that if I laid down and I do what I normally do, and I try to just deal with it on myself or by myself, you know what I'm saying, I might not have woke up. I would have had a complete blockage in my heart, and I wouldn't even be here right now to even do this video. I want you to understand how a matter of seconds, a matter of minutes, a matter of moments can change your life, okay? And I need people to understand that. So please, please go to the doctor for regular checkups. I don't give a fuck. It's worth it. It's going to be worth it, okay? I love y'all family. Again, I thank you so much for the support. You feel what I mean? Thank you so much for pouring into me with all of the beautiful words, the beautiful DMs, the beautiful messages. Just thank you. And until next video, I'm going to catch y'all. All right, now. Peace out.